Hi, everyone. Welcome to the Introstat RLab video. And in this video, we're going to start the first RLab exercise is unit number 1. So the unit number 1, this exercise will talk about exploring and understanding data. And as you know, for every RLab unit or the RLab exercise, we always divide it into two parts. The first part will be, kind of like the lectures. We're going to go over what is the exploring and understanding data, what are the key things we need to know about exploring and understanding the data. Then the second part of the unit will be focused on the software, the R part. Then we're going to talk about what type of the R, the commands we're going to use. For this units here, we're going to take a look. This will be your first time experience the software R, right? So we're going to show you the very basic, how do you log in and how do you open the file, those things. All right, so this is the unit number 1, exploring and understanding the data here. Okay, so let's take a look here. So where is my next page? See here. All right, so here. Okay, finally. Okay, so for the, like I said, the first part, we're going to belong to the lecture parts, right? So total, we have 4 videos here. So the RLab portion of the video was done by the Dr. Andrews, and since he is the in-house the R expert, so he did both the lecture and the R part here. Okay, so like we said, the first 4 videos we talk about, the lecture part. So what is the data, right? So what is the data set? So basically, these 4 videos, those are the very short videos, like each video maybe 10 minutes or like the 10 to 15 minutes, that's it. And so this, so for this first unit number 1, basically covered what we have in the book, the textbook chapter 1 here. We want to take a look what, what is the data set structures. So what I list here are the key points you need to capture when you watch those videos. So the first one is 5W. So you need to know what is a 5W. A good data set should have 5Ws. So in the video, we're going to talk about what is a 5W. So like it's a who, what, when, those things. All right, so you need to pay attention to 5W. Then the next ones here is very important concept is we call this quantitative data versus categorical data. So because we have different analysis tool, if your data is a quantitative type of the data and your data is a categorical type of the data, so make sure you know the differences. So what type of the data is a quantitative type of data and what type of data is a categorical data? See here. All right. So for examples, like what type of the animal you like? You like a cat, dog, bunny, or a guinea pig? So those type of the data, are they quantitative type of the data or categorical type of data, right? So you need to understand then, like if we want to take a look the measure of the blood pressures, for the middle-aged man. So what type of data is this? So is this quantitative type of data or categorical type of the data? So in the video, we'll clearly explain that what is quantitative versus categorical type of data. Then we also touch base about the population, sample, parameter, statistic, data variable. We cover this concept in our introductions videos here. So I think we should be very familiar with the differences between those things, right? And then the other things here, even we know the quantitative versus categorical, then we have a different type of the variables, so like identifier, ordinal, nominal, those type of, what are those type of the data? So if you do a survey, if you say, do you really like it? 1 is not like, 5 is like very much. So your data is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. What type of the data is this type of the data, right? So 1 is you don't like it, 5 is you like the best. So what type of data? This probably is ordinal data, right? So you need to know what type of the data, will be kind of is this identifier, ordinal, nominal. They have a different way to analyze it. So basically, those 4 key points will be covered in this video. That's what I list out here for you as a references here. So when you watch the video, make sure you capture those key points, right? So the first 4 videos will cover this. And then the second part, like I said, will always be related to the software R. Okay, so for the unit number 1, we have a total 3 videos, and we're going to show you how to do the R. So since this will be your first time dealing with this software, so in this total 3 videos here is very basic. They just go ask you, how do you log into the RStudio? So after you receive your logon ID and the password, you'll be able to see how do you log into the RStudio. And then the next things here is we're basically, because we talk about the data set, right? So we're going to show you how do I find the data set in the RStudios here. So you can take a look. And then we talk about the data set. We have a 5W, quantitative, categorical, different type of the variables here, right? So the last video, we're going to show you how to view the contents inside the data set. So if you want to see a data set, and then you say, well, what type of variables they have? So you'll be able to open the data set and take a look by using the software RS here. All right. So the next question here is where to find the videos here. All right, so you can find all these videos at the same YouTube channel, like my YouTube channel is called Shiko Math Lab, where you find your IntroStat lecture series, right? So you can find the RLab videos, the same channel, and under the playlist, you can take a look at the IntroStat RLab here. Okay, so let's take a look. So if you log into my videos, my channels here, right? So then you can take a look here. Well, so let's stop sharing. Let's share the screen. Let me see here. All right, so then after you log into my Shiko Math Lab, see here, then here is the playlist, the IntroStat RLab. All right, so this is unit number 1 here. So you will be able to see the introductions. So that first 4 is like 1, 2, 3, 4. Those are the lecture type. Right? So how do you introduction of the data? What more about the data? Those things. Then the last 3 videos is we call it a practical video. So how do you log into and loading a data set? How do you use the data viewer to take a look, right? And then basically is the very basic introductions of the R softwares here. All right, that's it. So you can just click on each one and watch that and get a good idea about this first exercise. All right, so that if you have any questions, feel free and send me an email and talk to me about our first R labs here. Okay, and I guess that's it. And hope that you have a fun and working on the software R's here. All right. Okay. Bye-bye. And let me talk to you for the next when we have a unit number 2 here. Okay. Bye. Have a good day. See you. Bye-bye.